What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be rating your guys' RCs once again. Now, if you haven't noticed already, I got a new microphone. It is a Blue Yeti Nano microphone, in case you're wondering. I'll definitely link it down below in the description. And audio for you guys for these videos are just going to be so much better now that I have a professional level microphone. So definitely let me know in the comments how the audio sounds, because I think it's pretty good. And we have a few RCs to rate today. But before we start, I just want to thank you guys for all the support lately. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers. At the time I'm filming this video, I think we're about 20 away from 3,000, which is just crazy. It seems like we just hit 2,000 and even 1,000. So definitely thank you guys for that. And if you guys want your RC rated in a future video of rating my subscribers' RCs, all you have to do is email to this email on the screen right here, pictures of your RC, upgrades it has, future mods you want to do to it, and that's pretty much it. If you want to submit all of your RCs, that is definitely recommended, so then I have more content to make for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the first RC, which is a Traxxas Max. So he says, this is my Traxxas Max. I don't really have much upgrades because it's really strong out of the box, and yes, it is probably one of the strongest RCs, honestly. The only upgrades I have are sledgehammer tires, steel CVDs, Power HD Servo, GPM Servo horn, GPM Servo adapter, and I think those are both aluminum. New upgrades I want: a hardened steel pin set, because if you bash them once the screws will come out, aluminum shock caps, and that is all. Alright, so it looks like you got some good upgrades on this thing. Let's go ahead and take a look. Nice, I like the shroud, and you don't really see people doing this too much lately, at least I haven't. That might be like a fishing line. I don't remember what it is. I know a lot of people do use fishing line, but what this does, if you're not familiar with it, it keeps the tires from ballooning. I don't know how much the sledgehammer tires balloon to begin with, so I don't know if that's even necessary on these tires, but I'm sure that 4S power with the Traxxas Max is going to make any tire balloon, unless it's belted. So got a nice upgrade there. Let's go to the next picture here. Nice, we got the servo and then the servo horn and all that. Definitely looks like some good upgrades. This thing looks pretty clean too. Definitely looks like you take care of it really well. Got the blue shocks on there. I like your orange and blue theme. You're kind of like going with the OEM style with the body. You got the orange nuts right here. I think that's stock, actually. I'm not sure, but I do like the white lettering on the tires. That looks really good. Definitely let me know how you did that. I wonder if you just used like a white paint marker. Move on to the next picture here. Very nice. I like this part too. That's a good looking front bumper. I think it would look really good with LED bars that Traxxas sells too in the bumpers. I think that would look really nice. You definitely use this RC by all the cracks in the body. And that's all the pictures you sent. So it looks like a really cool RC, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8 because this thing just looks like an absolute blast to bash around with. It probably does amazing backflips too. So let's go on to the next one. We have Caleb. He says, hi there, this is my Traxxas Stampede 4x4. Over the years I have accumulated many upgrades for it, like 20 kg Amazon servo, massive ball of wires, that happens, Gtr Shocks front and rear, indestructible body, adjustable mounts that I modified to make the body fit on them, Proline trenchers, hardened steel gears, heavy duty arms, heavy duty drive shafts. Techno ones are in the mail as we speak. Very nice. As you guys know, Techno is my favorite brand of drive shafts. They are just so durable. The last 3 pictures are my Rustler with a new body and new shoes, and also my Slash with a new body, and my Stampede with its old body and the tires I used to run. Right now my Stampede is out of commission because I somehow managed to set up the pinion gear. I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe you stripped it. If you want to see my cars in more depth and detail, also some running footage, this is my YouTube channel I started. Alright, well, we'll take a look at that at the end after we rate them, but let's rate the Stampede first. So looks like it's got the nice body on it. I really like that body too. Got the same tires as me. Looks like you take some inspiration from my channel, that's for sure. This thing's absolutely filthy, just like mine. Got the adjustable body mounts. If I were you, I would cut the excess right here too, just so it's not hanging down and in the way, but that's just me. And I really like your GTR Shocks. As you guys know, I always talk about how I want to try these out one day, but I don't know, the price of them, they just seem really expensive, and I don't know if it's going to add much performance enhancements to an RC car. But if you have tried these shocks in the past, definitely let me know what your experiences have been like with them, because they look really good. I just don't know how well they're going to hold up. I assume that these shocks are just going to be as strong or even stronger as a built Ultra Shock with a upgraded shock cap and shafts, but definitely let me know your experience with these. Moving on here, we got a servo. Nice, got the mess of wires. But yeah, man, I really like this build. It looks really good. It's kind of like mine. Something I would do with your body is add a Traxxas Max roof skid, and then also Proline lid skids on the four corners, just to protect it more because it wears down really fast if you do a lot of street driving. Because after about a year on mine, I started getting a massive crack in the tailgate, and adding those parts just protects everything. So that's something I would think about doing. But other than that, I'm really not noticing anything else. It looks like a really good build. You said you got those drive shafts coming in the mail. That's definitely a great upgrade, because these Rustler 4x4 ones that you have installed, I mean, you could get away with them in the front, but I always broke them in the rear still. So this is what the Stampede 4x4 used to look like, I think, which it's came a long way, that's for sure. Definitely looks a lot better now compared to this. It looks absolutely clapped in this picture. So since your Stampede is so similar to mine, and because it came such a long way, I'm gonna give this one a 9. I mean, just the transformation it went through is insane. It's definitely came a long way, and it definitely needs to be rated a 9 in my opinion. So that's what the Stampede is gonna be rated. And I think you said you also included more pictures of other RCs. So here's a Slash 4x4. It looks like it's the Platinum Edition too. And I like the paint job you did. It's kind of basic, but it looks good too. It's not too in your face. It really looks good in my opinion. And I like the wheels and tires you got on it. It looks really good with this setup. Maybe consider getting an RPM for bumper. I think that would look really good. But other than that, and can't really tell that much about it. Looks like you got the Raid rims on there. Nice. That's always a must when you order Proline tires. But yeah, definitely send me this RC again in another email so I could rate it. I'm not going to rate it today just because I don't know everything that's on it. But if you send it in again, I will definitely rate it in another video. And then I guess I'll do the same for this Rustler too. It looks really good though. I like the Slash tires they have on it. Even the body looks good. But yeah, definitely send in these two RCs again and I'll rate them. So now let's check out his YouTube channel. I'll throw a link to it in the description. Let's watch the first video here. Always subscribe too. Oh yeah, drifting with the Slash Ultimate. Nice. Very cool at the baseball field. That thing rips. Skip ahead here just to make it go by a little bit faster. Going full speed. It does really nice 360s. Hooning around that thing. Nice, letting it slide. That's what I really like about Slashes. If you get them in like an open, like kind of field, dust pit kind of thing like this, it just drifts so well. It's like that video. And let's go on to the next one. I actually just closed out of the whole channel. Slash 4x4 overview. Let's see what some of the upgrades are on this thing. Oh, that's what it looked like before. So it looks like your Slash went in like multiple stages. Let's like the video, of course. Oh, I like that shroud too. Slashes always need a shroud in my opinion. I don't really use one, but they really do need it. It just gets so dirty. I like that brace you have too in the center here. It looks really good.
I recommend this if you're gonna keep this stock drive shaft. It's a lot cheaper than just buying the Techno.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's a good point you have. Since that brace keeps the chassis from bending, you probably won't need to upgrade the drive shaft because it won't bend. That's a good point. Thanks for bringing that up. Oh, I remember rating the Slash now. Yeah, this was the first Slash I rated on this channel. Let's skip ahead here a little bit. I like that RPM stuff. So since I already rated the Slash in a video, I'll put a link to it at the top right corner of your screen if you guys want to see the rest of the upgrades on it. It's a really clean build and it's probably one of my favorites. I don't know why I keep closing out of this channel. Let's look at the Rustler here. Ooh, loading. That's a cool animation.
Hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing a overview of the upgrades of my Rustler.
I do like those Slash tires on it. It looks like a lot more aggressive than the stock tires on it. The stock tires on the Rustler are so ugly in my opinion.
I don't have the brushless system in it. I know a lot of people like that, but I actually prefer the brush system because
yeah, me too. At least in two-wheel drive.
Way too much power for just a two-wheel drive car because I'm a terrible driver. And
aren't we all
the power to the rear wheels is a handful.
Yep. So that is my thoughts exactly. Pretty much on all two-wheel drive cars, they're really uncontrollable. Not so much on 2S LiPo with a brushless system. It's more when you move up to that 3S battery, then it just gets way too out of hand. But brushless on 2S, in my opinion, is perfect. But even brushed on 2S, if you're just trying to save money, it is a great option.
So I prefer the brush system. It's a little slower, but it's still really fun, and I really enjoy this car.
Like I said, his channel will be linked below in the description if you guys want to see this whole video.
Yeah, the servo stock.
Have you had any issues with that servo? They're kind of like hit and miss.
Stock ones are really thin and have this tiny little knob in the middle that you have.
So this upgrade right here, he upgraded the turnbuckles as he's saying. The stock ones are a lot thinner. Personally, I've never even broken one of those. Now on my Stampede 4x4, I changed them out, and I actually broke one of the upgraded ones, which it's kind of weird. I mean, that's the only one I've ever broke, but hey, you can't win them all. It's just kind of weird that it happened that way, but it's a good upgrade to have, just that peace of mind.
Wrench, and it's really hard, but I just swapped these out so that I could adjust them better.
And adjustability. It has a lot more adjustability than the stock ones. There's a lot more threads on each side, a lot more engagement. Overall, it's stronger, even though I've broken one and I haven't broken the stock one, but it looks better too. One trick that you could do with the stock shock tower is fill it with shoe goo on the backside and all the hollow parts of the tower itself, and it just makes it a lot more flexible, and I haven't broken one by doing that. I think I've done it on 2 of my cars, but it just helps hold everything together a little bit more. So let's go check out the last video here. It's just a part 2.
This video will be the running footage.
Ooh, running footage. Let's go.
Yeah, get ready.
Nice jump. Hit the jump. Oh, I thought that would get a little bit more air. You need to put a ramp out there. Send that thing over your fence. There's the air. Ooh, that was some good air. Nice. See it again. Very cool. If you put a ramp on there, like a BMX ramp, that thing would go pretty high up, honestly. Alright, so yeah, if you guys want to see the rest of his channel, definitely, I'll put a link to it in the description below. So that was Caleb's RCs. So now let's move on to the last RC. It's a Stampede 4x4. Dude, I love the videos. Thought I'd share my Stampede 4x4. It has the VXL3S ESC with a 1/8 scale, 2250 kV, 4S capable, 36mm by 65mm, 550 size brushless motor fan, blue aluminum shock towers front and rear, red aluminum arms front and rear, RPM hub carries all around, threaded blue aluminum shocks front and rear, Proline Master tires on 1/2-inch offset Desperado wheels, red HD rear axles, red aluminum 12mm hexes, spiral cut front and rear diffs, 1954 gearing. That is massive gearing. Wow. I think I run a 954 with upgraded diffs that have like a faster ratio. That is insane gearing right there. But you have a different motor, so you do have the stock ESC, so that's impressive. Alright, so let's take a look at this absolute behemoth. Very cool. I do like those masher tires you got. Looks like you got a lot of aluminum parts. What are those drive shafts? I am very intrigued by that. Those aren't stock. I know that. Are those like off a T-Max maybe? I know there's some older drive shaft. Okay, question for you. How do those hold up with that size motor and that gearing? That's my question. You must replace those every single run. I would probably invest in like MIP shafts or Techno. Probably MIP, honestly. That is a massive motor. It looks a lot wider than the stock one, that's for sure. Got a nice heatsink on there. Okay, so you got a 2S lipo, so maybe you only run this on 2S, which is probably why you're still running those drive shafts. But you're not running any drive shafts up front. So was it a 2-wheel drive truck? You converted it? Or maybe you just broke them and didn't do anything about it? Hey, it happens. Those drive shafts break too easy. Got a cool body on it. I like the snap-on logo. But yeah, it looks like you got it painted like a GMC. Looks pretty cool, even though it's a GMC, not a Ford. I'm just joking around. I like all trucks. But yeah, man, it looks like a really cool build. One thing I'm not too sure about is the aluminum arms and shock towers. I just prefer plastic in those areas. But hey, it's your build. It looks cool, and that's all that matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this RC a 7. And yeah, guys, that is going to be the last one for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want your RC rated in the next video, all you have to do is email to this email on the screen right here, pictures of your RC and a list of upgrades and a list of future mods that you want to do to it. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a like, share it with others so I can grow my channel. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.
There goes a sight from my soul.